I say, why are you acting?
B.
You're like, you have to act a certain way when a woman disrespects you. If a woman disrespects me, I haven't got to act shit because I'm pissed off for real. I'll never talk to her again for real. Like, there's no act. Like, when you talk to me like I'm a dickhead, fine, I'll never reply to you again. And then she'll lose her mind because she's never had a guy ignore her. You know, to me, it's not an act. They're coming along. What do I do here? What do I do there? You need to become the kind of person who doesn't take disrespect from females. Why are you going to take disrespect from people? Why are you going to have a woman live in your house? And if someone breaks into the house, you have to go downstairs and face an attacker who could have a fucking machine gun. You have to go down there as a man to protect her. But when you ask her for a cup of coffee, she's going to give you attitude. And you're going to accept that shit. You're going to sit there and go, oh, well, you know, she's had a long day. I don't give a fuck how long your day is. I asked for coffee. I paid for this house. I'll risk my life to keep you alive. If you don't want to make me a cup of coffee, that's perfectly fine. Pack a fucking bag. Get out. I've had that exact situation happen to me, and girls go to me, you're fucking crazy. You're crazy. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out. You're crazy. You're the most crazy. And they'll leave, and then they'll be texting me for fucking months. The crazy man. Then they want the crazy man back.
Or they want the crazy back, yeah.
I'll make the coffee. I'll make the coffee. I'm sorry. I just didn't like the way you said it. Your tone. Bitch, I talk to you in the tone I fucking want. It's my house. And that's not an act. It's not about being an act. It's just who I am as a person. I'm not a mean person. I'm a nice guy. But there's boundaries and limits, and I have my view of the world, and you comply to my view of the world, and you get replaced.
Do you ever have to apologize, make amends to women for things you've done or said?
No, because I will never apologize because I don't make mistakes. Everything I do is conscious. So even if I do something you don't like.
How do you know that? How do you know that everything you do is conscious?
Because I know exactly what I'm doing.
How do you know that?
Okay, give me an example. Okay, so when I say that,
how can you know that? How can any of us know that we're perfectly conscious?
There's no way I've done anything in a relationship and was like, oops, shouldn't have done that, ever. I fucked her, yes, I fucked her, yes, I did it, yes, I knew I was gonna do it, yes, that was my intention, yes, I did it. I'm sorry it's hurt your feelings, but I did it because I wanted to do it, so I'm not gonna pretend I didn't want to do it. And I really do think that in relationships especially with women, because I get this all the time from men, because I have a whole bunch of guys who cannot believe, like me and my long-term girlfriends, and they see me posting all these other girls. They're like, surely your girl sleep with other men too? I'm like, no. Oh, but she sees you cheat. I'm like, so? But because there's a whole level of cowardice to lying about things. I think that's what annoys women the most. So I'll give an example. If I have a girlfriend and I go out on a night out and I fuck someone, and then she catches me, finds a text message. I'm like, oh, I don't know who she is. Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was my friend. I lie, and then she catches me again, and she knows I definitely did it. Now I've just come across the pussy. But if she goes, what's this? Got drunk, fucked some girl, don't remember her name. I'm really sorry about it. If you want to leave, leave. But obviously I love you. She doesn't matter. So boom. Like, there's a whole degree of, I really believe part of them respects you for that. But part of them are like, at least you didn't lie. Like, they respect how honest and brutal you are about it. So I don't apologize for anything, even if I do shit they don't like, because I did it on purpose. So why am I'm not sorry. So I'm not going to lie. So I know I did it. I genuinely believe I'm a good person. Yeah. I don't rob grandmas. I don't steal from nobody. I don't hurt nobody. I genuinely believe I'm a good person. And the world has become so skewed now. If you're a man who believes in himself and has honor and stands up for what he believes in, you're viewed as bad. People think I'm a bad person. I don't really know why. I believe in what I believe in. I live to my own principles. I don't really hurt nobody. Well, but somehow I'm evil.
Is it painful that people don't see that about you, that you're a good man?
No.
Doesn't bother you?
No, it genuinely doesn't bother me. So a lot of people say they don't care what other people think, and that's a lie. Everyone cares what other people think. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't brush your hair, you wouldn't wear clothes, nothing. Like, if you really didn't care what other people think, your whole life would be a fucking mess. So we all want to have some kind of social standing. I want, and I've always wanted people to see me as successful and intelligent. And I have now reached a point where those two things are impossible to deny. Anything else you think about beyond all those things, I don't care. Oh yeah, he's smart and he's rich, but as soon as you say but, I don't give a. I've done my job. Most niceness is complete garbage anymore. It's fake. Most nice people are fake. If you show me a nice person, I see a snake. If I meet a person who's nice to everyone, oh hi, oh hi, oh hi, I don't, you know they're full of shit. They don't like everybody. Nobody likes everybody, so there's a degree of integrity and honesty that comes with me being disliked. And that means the people who do like me at least sit there and go, you know what, Tate, like Trump, says what he means what he says. So I don't want to be viewed as nice, because that's a whole bunch of garbage anyway, so I don't give a fuck if you know I'm I know I'm a good person. I know I don't go out of my way to harm anyone. I know I've got a good heart. I know I've done well for people around me. I've never robbed, stolen, never done any of those things. So, yeah, and if that translates across, good, because it's true. So it should.
Don't sit there and like go back to my book and go, what did I write about that?
Exactly. It's who you are.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. It has to become who you are, because if it's not who you are, you can only fake for so long until someone calls your bluff and you get checked. If you fake that you don't give a shit and then she walks out the door and you actually give a shit, game's up. And it doesn't matter how good you are with women. I've had women who I've told to fuck off and they've never texted me again and I've lost them. You gotta be prepared to lose to win.
Yep.
You know, like I use chess a lot because I'm a chess player.
Spinning plates.
Yep. An analogy. I've had loads of guys come to me and they tell me their sob story by email and they're like, what should I do? I'm like, leave her. Like, oh, but I love her. I was like, in the situation you're in, the only chance you have of victory is it's like a queen sacrifice in chess. Maybe it'll all go wrong. Maybe it'll all go right. But if you don't do the queen sacrifice, you're going to sit there and it's going to be ground down and slowly pressured down and lose the game. You're going to lose the game and time's running out. So you better do something drastic now. She's talking to you like a dickhead, walk out the fucking door. Maybe you can shock her into compliance. But if you don't shock her into compliance, then it was always over. If you leaving is not enough to make her talk to you nicely, how long is she going to sit there until she sucks a new dick? Right. Like, are those few weeks really that much more important? Like, but people just ain't got the balls. They're not prepared to take the risk. I've lost loads of girls doing that shit. But the ones who stick around are absolutely and utterly compliant. And that's how you got to be. And this is another reason why I talk about how important it is to have numbers as a guy. Lots of guys are like, well, what if I just want one girlfriend? I was like, if you want one girlfriend, you better go fuck 20 chicks. And then you're going to end up with one good girlfriend. The world we live in now, like, I'm not saying you can't train any girl, but I'm saying some blueprints are better than others. So you need to go out there and you got to run the game a bit to find one that isn't a complete mess to begin with. Like, you're going to pick something, if you're going to fall in love with the first girl you bang, she might have a whole host of issues. Why are you dealing with that shit for? You know, like, you want to build a race car, you want to start with a Ferrari, you don't want to start with a fucking pedal bike. That's the point. So, also having the game and being able to have access to lots of females is ultra important, even if you have the goal of being the trad con, one man, one woman. Even if that's your goal, you still need to have access to a whole bunch of chicks or you're not going to have a good selection. This is the world we live in now. So I've had guys email me and say, I don't want to be a player, Tate. I want to be a good man. I'm like, well, you better be a player first. You better be a player first. Otherwise, you're going to struggle. You're going to double down on the first chick you bang.
Yeah.
I'm joining the Marines in the USA. What do you think? I think you're a fool. You're a fool. You're going to go die for what? Biden? I'm trying to protect American freedom. Yeah, you're going to protect the freedom of those people in Nebraska by going over to Yemen and bombing some 13-year-old farmers. Great job. Stupid. You ain't protecting nothing but profits for companies that don't care about you. They'll force you to take injections which you don't even want. You're a fool to defend any of these globalist systems. You should only protect yourself and your boys. You should be in the war room. That's what you should be doing. Fighting for the war room. At least you get rich. I fought for myself, became a world champion, got some money. Why are you going to fight for America? You're not going to get any money. Get your leg blown off. Walk around with one leg, Mr. Limpy. Saying, well, at least I served my country and I'm proud. And you're Mr. Limpy, G. For what? For Biden? He doesn't care about you. Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. Limpathon. Limp your ass out of my chat.